there is one other category that Mr. Trump wants to cut, which is parents of American citizens. I don't believe that this will pass. It is only a sort of a bargaining position, but I don't think that this will pass. I don't think that Congress will agree to eliminate parents of U.S. citizens from the categories that are petitionable.
What about the seasonal workers, Attorney Golan? Like, we'll be coming to spring and summer soon. Usually they would petition these people who would work, amusement parks, restaurants, in the hospitality section. Are they still in force?
The categories still exist. Again, the paperwork that the Immigration Service requires is more. And the people, the businesses that employ those people are actually suffering from shortage of workers. So when there is finally, when people in Congress finally sit down to discuss a comprehensive immigration reform, they will discuss, one of the major items will be those temporary seasonal workers.
When you spoke of the different visas, meaning the skilled and the semi-skilled, does that mean to say that people who are accountants, they're nurses, they're computer experts, they just belong to one category, the skilled workers? Is that right?
There is a category which we call, which are designated as EB3, employment-based 3, which includes everybody who is either a possessor of a college degree, like a bachelor's degree, not an advanced degree, a college degree, a bachelor's degree, or 2 years experience in a certain profession, which could be an auto mechanic, or a hairdresser, or a dressmaker, or an engineer, or an accountant, or a nurse, because today a nurse is considered only a requirement is an associate's degree, which is like 2 years, or a pharmacy technician. Almost any occupation which requires 2 years experience or a bachelor's degree.
Attorney Golan, we have questions from people who intend to visit the United States, and they usually do in the summertime. And will the same regulations apply, even though there's so much controversy in immigration? For people who apply for tourist visas, are they given, not automatically, but after their interview perhaps, will they be given a 6-month stay in the United States, or have they decreased that to just the length of stay that they can afford to stay in the United States?
No, there is no change in the regulations or in the practices of the immigration officers at the ports of entry. If you arrive with a regular visitor's visa, they will probably give you 6 months if there is no if there is no obvious reason to suspect you that you do not intend to leave the U.S. Now, recently, there is a new reason to suspect you. I noticed a new war that officers at the port of entry began, and this is a war on pregnant women. If you arrive in the United States with a good visitor's visa and a two-way ticket, they will ask you in many occasions, they will ask you, when is your due date? And when you tell them the due date, they will give you a permit to stay less than the due date.
I see.
Because they don't want you to bear a child, to have a child that will become an American citizen just by being born in the United States. They will give you a permit to stay, requiring you to leave the U.S. before your child is born.
What happens, by the way, to, women who are pregnant and they give birth on the flight? I mean, during the time that they're flying towards the United States. How is that determined? Which country they're flying over?
I think it is very messy.
Oh.
A big mess of
I wonder how they determine the citizenship of the child. Will it be like where they're flying over, which country they are?
Well, I'm not sure, but most of them are flying over the ocean, so it doesn't matter.
Incidentally, there's a question for someone who would like to attend the business conference in the United States. Is there a different type of visa for tourists just for visiting the country and another type of visa for those who come here on a business purpose?
If you come for a business purpose, you will get a B1 visa.
Uh-huh.
And your entry will be as a B1 and not as a B2. And the times they give you to stay will be only the time that is necessary to accomplish your business purpose, which means until after the conference, maybe a week more or 2 weeks, but not 6 months.
What are the chances of having their visas extended while they're here? First, the tourist visa, and second, for the business visa, if they had to extend, some more meetings with possible clients, so on and so forth.
It's quite difficult. It's quite difficult. You need to file an application for extension. You need to file it before the expiration of your present visa, and you need to submit enough proof what is the purpose of your extension. Now, if you came on a tourist visa and you received 6 months at the airport, and then you want another extension, the question will be, what kind of a tourist are you? How many times do you want to go to Disneyland? So it's not easy to get those extensions. Another thing which is not easy is to get a change of status from a tourist visa to a student visa.
Oh.
It is really become very difficult.
I see.
I don't even want to go into all the details, but it has become difficult.
You just answered the question of someone who had texted and said, please ask Attorney Golan. She is a regular visitor of the country of the United States because she has this visa that I think has for 10-year visa. So she takes advantage of that. And they're really well off. She intended to bring the eldest son to the United States. So she intends to have him accompany her for the, future trip. And then leave him with the uncle who is actually a citizen in the United States because she wants the eldest boy to study in the United States. But of course, they'll both be coming in on a tourist visa, which you said would be difficult now to convert it into a student visa. You just answered the question. Is that right? Will it be very difficult?
It is difficult, and she should really consult an immigration lawyer in the city where she stays before she starts any immigration adventures.
So, but will it be easier if the child applies already or the young man applies for, student visa while they're in the country of origin?
This is the purpose of all the difficulties.
I see.
You should apply for a student visa at the American consulate in your home country.
I see. So, but a long time ago, it was possible, correct, Attorney Golan? They would come here and adjust it to another type of visa.
Even today, it is possible.
But it's been more...
It is possible. The law has not changed, but it became more difficult.
Last question before we inquire about the visa bulletin. Attorney Golan, what about adoptions? Has it always been very difficult, or someone who would like to adopt a child? I remember we just had the Hospicio de San Jose, and, they left a list of children who can be adopted. And I know that it's been very difficult, according to Sister Cory. But what is the rule now on adoptions? Is that, the future stepmom would have to go to the Philippines, let's say, and be with the child for many years? Is that something that is acquired?
Not necessarily. Today, maybe in the last 10 years, adoptions are handled under the Hague Convention. There is a convention about international adoptions, and there are special rules and regulations about how to handle adoptions and immigrant visas for adopted children from countries which are members or that are members of the Hague Convention. The Philippines is a member of the Hague Convention, and there are special rules and regulations how to handle those things. So again, before you do that, consult with an immigration lawyer or with an adoption agency that have experience and specialization in this kind of cases.
Right. Thank you so much.